there are many people in your industry who talk a good game, they talk about relationships, but let's be honest, it's bullshit. They just want to make the transaction and move on, and they pretend that they care, and they pretend it's, you know, that they care about the relationship, when the reality is it's one and done and on to the next. And that's what happened to me. I had a mortgage broker. He sold me a mortgage. He was recommended to me. It's how most of us meet somebody, you know. And he was very nice and charming and was there with me. And then my sale went through, and he called me up to congratulate me. And I was feeling all warm and fuzzy towards him. And then as soon as he congratulated me, he said, "And if you could recommend me to anybody else, I'd be really grateful." Like, and he wasn't calling to congratulate me. He was calling to remind me to put in a good word for him somewhere else. Like, if he actually cared about me and my house, then he would have just called me really excited that I got my house. And if he wanted something from me, he would have waited a week or two to ask the favor. But it became abundantly clear to me, I'm in the human behavior business. He never called me because he cared about me. And by the way, I will never, ever recommend him, because it was never, I realized that I was just a number on a spreadsheet. And so if you actually care about building relationships, then actually build relationships. You know, I remember when I was starting out in my career, I had a little marketing consultancy, and I came from an industry that pretended that they were good at everything in the marketing world. Like, literally, they pretended they were good at everything, whether they were or weren't. And when I went off by myself, it was important to me to be honest. And clients would come and talk to me and say, "We want to hire you to do all these things." And I'd say, "I'll do that one. I'm really good at that. Pretty good at that. I like doing that. That I'm mediocre on. That I suck at. I highly recommend you hire another company to do that, and I'm happy to partner with them." And it made them want to do business with me more.
Because you said no.
Because I told them what I was good at and what I was bad at, where I was super honest.
Yeah.
And we've all had that experience where you want to hire somebody and they go, let me introduce you to somebody. It happened to me recently. I wanted it was like something silly, you know, needed wallpaper. He highly recommended. I called him up, he came, he gave me a quote. He's like, "You know what, I'm not the best at this thing," and he gave me the number of somebody else. Now all I want to do is work with him again, and I keep giving out his phone number to other people, even though I actually never did work with him. Because what builds a relationship is an honest broker. Honesty is such a hard thing to get, especially in a transaction business, especially in a commodity business, because it is just volume and numbers. And that when you actually find an honest one, all you want to do is help them build their book of business, even though you may never do business with them. And that's what a lot of finite-minded folks in your business don't get, which is, you may never sell me a mortgage, but I'll become your biggest champion.